Grace and peace as we are concluding Solitude Week. For Solitude Week, if we're spending some time with God to refresh, to center ourselves, Psalm 46 says, "Be still and know that I am God." And Elijah, as we look at 1 Kings, there's that wonderful line in chapter 19 where there's the rush of the winds and God is not in the winds, and there's all of the noise, and then there's that still small voice, and we understand that God is in that still small voice. So learning to listen for the voice of God in solitude. There's an art to it. Sometimes when we sit in solitude, I know when I was first practicing, I would sit and just think, all right, what do I do? I might need a moment, and how do I focus on God? And my mind would just go. So I learned some techniques. I learned what was called candle gazing, or just focusing on the flame. So when you come to church, you notice that we will light candles. Represents the flame of the Spirit. So that flame of the Spirit burns in each and every one of us. We're all powerfully unique. The flame is unique. Gaze for just a few moments, maybe even 60 seconds. Gaze at the flame of the Spirit and notice that it's never the same twice. No human being is ever the same. No moment is ever the same. Center yourself. Solitude, focusing your attention with God. If visuals don't work for you, sometimes sound will work for you. I can't have a baby grand piano in my home, but I can have something like this. And that sound can begin to center me. It can help me learn to breathe differently, to focus on that God who gives me breath, that God who has created and redeemed and sustained me. Sound that ripples like water ripples. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. There are so many ways that we can learn to just quiet our minds, center our energy, and become aware of our bodies and our breathing, and begin to move into a more prayerful state of being. Be still and know that I am God. It sounds like such a simple statement, but when our mind is racing, when the world around us is racing and chaotic and crazy, how do you do that? Those are two simple ways. There are so many more, but those are two. A third might simply be to just focus on your breathing. If you're inhaling the peace of Christ and exhaling the worries, the hurt, there's not a right way to be present with God. There's a way that will work for you. As you seek solitude and to be refreshed and renewed, seek the ways that work for you. But be still and know that God is God, and know that you are loved by God, created and redeemed by God. You are blessed.